Hi guys, so this is the fourth video I've recorded now, the third out of five for the five strategies that I'm looking to launch. This one is looking at laying the second half draw. It's a little bit different from the other ones in that it is dependent on some variables in the game. That's the only thing that makes it any different to the rest. The rest are all fire and forget from the start of the game. This is something to do based on the halftime score. So first of all, same as the other videos, just looking at the analysis for this to start with, is that as of the end of September, it was showing 25.56 points profit here since the start of the year. How that looks on graphs, again, for the people that like the graphs, is again generally pretty steady increase by the months. There was a slight drop in March, but other than that, it's a steady gradual increase. By weeks, again, it's a couple of the downward drops around sort of week 19, 20 there, but again, generally it was on the upward curve, and then the last few weeks it took a little bit of a hit, along with the first half draw took the same. So there were a couple of results that caught me out, but the overall was that there was still profit for those months, which I'll show in a later video when I'm summarizing all of the strategies together. So how does this actually work? I'm going to use the same selection that I used in the previous video for the first half draw. So it's the Adana Demirspor versus Trabzonspor. Now, the only difference being is that it uses the match odds market that I'm using for one of the other strategies already. So as you can see, I've got a lot going on with this game already. The back the favourite for the previous video is already in. 2.16 again as that extra tick higher. I've got the other strategies running there as well, which will be in the later videos. Now the difference is the second half lay the draw doesn't trigger unless it is a draw at half time. So what that means is we have the lay the draw, which is in the later videos, on at the start of the game. What you'll do is, if it is a draw, 0-0, 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, 4-4 even in really busy first halves, you come back into this match odds market, and then all you're doing is looking at the draw. Those odds will have dropped from, so 4.1 it is at the moment, those odds will have dropped to around sort of between 2.6 to 3 depending on the game. So what you're doing is exactly the same as the other videos. You're just literally laying the draw at the odds of what they are, which will likely be, again, around that sort of 3 to 2.7, 2.7, something around those odds. What I'll always do is the same as I do with the other things, the other strategies. I will look to do it one tick lower. So if it's 2.7, I might do 2.68. If it's 2.66, I might do 2.64, and just be putting my £15 on, and that will be end up as part of the total for the match odds market. How that affects the profit and the commission that comes out from Betfair Exchange, I'll kind of explain that a little bit more as I go into the later videos, certainly when I start looking at the profit and loss and the banking system and how I operate it. But that is it really. Again, from there, so this is a bit different in that you can't fire and forget from the start. You have to come in at half time and just see if the game is a draw. If the game's not a draw, you leave the strat. The strat is a no bet, and it just becomes a 0 on the profit and loss. No loss, no win. Other than that, you put that bet on and you let it run to the end of the game. It becomes fire and forget from half time. And that is it. It is that simple. So again, same as with the other videos, there'll be more coming out, so please subscribe, and then hopefully that will trigger that there'll be more videos so that you can see the rest of them coming. I do plan to do a large suite of these, again, same as the others. I will break this analysis down in the months, and then eventually over here, as you can see, I've got the weekly analysis for each strat here, the second half one here. You can see where those reds are. Where there is weeks, where there is losses, I will be looking at those as well as the weeks that are wins, so that it's quite clear what is a win and what is a loss and what triggers it. Okay, again, I've got the in the original intro video there is the links to the Telegram channel if you're not already in it. If you are, please ask questions. I might not answer everything in this video, and I'm always looking at feedback for these videos and things that I can add, so for future videos I can make it a bit clearer to people, as I want these videos to be clear and transparent to everyone that watches them. And that's me out. Cheers, guys.